a new face. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 216 of the Shower Podcast, the podcast where I'm in my shower and you do you. I'm your host, Chip, and this is the first episode that it's not actually being recorded in the shower and not for incredible reasons. The only other opportunity that we had to speak in this manner was when I was away in vacation in Thailand and was with the recording of our mini-series on how the evolution of self-improvement took place in history. If you haven't seen that, I really recommend it. I really believe it's one of the best, if not the only, series that we ever did on the podcast. But today I wanted to do something a bit more different, and there are some reasons why. Before we start, as usual, if you end up liking this episode, leaving a like and subscribing really mean a lot. They're just one click, but they really make the difference for me. Thank you very much. So, what happened? Nothing particular. I would say that I honestly believe it's just a phase. But I don't feel necessarily the urge to record in the shower. It has been a few hectic days, and you might have seen that also from the, let's say, sudden recap episodes that I used. I'm really happy that you still enjoy them and managed to watch them. I really believe they are good insights into the old episodes, and overall give you also a special insight on what let's say the main and core message was. So it's a good reminder for who already listened to the old episodes, and it's also a nice way for new listeners to join the journey of the Shower Podcast. So let's get back to the title of today, a new face, and that is the fact that you see no face for today, or at least you're gonna just be able to enjoy the one in the thumbnail and the one present in the video. But this is also an experiment for me, and this is mostly the idea of trying something new. I already see that it's definitely harder not to have neither a script as I used to do for the mini-series, and also not seeing myself in the cameras for the usual episodes. And this is mainly to try to bring more introspection and overall follow a trend of stream of consciousness. So not just trying to rehearse something as I usually do in my episodes, or coming with a structured, let's say, idea, but mostly using the Shower Podcast for what I created for. Having a thought, sharing it, and going on with my day. I've been realizing that the more I go forward, the harder it is to, let's say, stay with the podcast. It requires a lot of effort, specifically in the distribution and promotion of this content. I understand that it's not something easy. It's something that I knew. And I am very thankful for all 102 subscribers that I see here on YouTube and all the monthly listeners I have on Spotify. But overall, if I want to achieve a bigger audience and overall trying to do a bit more, it requires some real work and, more importantly, some real time that at the moment I do not have at my hand. So given that the goal is still to continue, and there is nothing that will stop me from reaching day 365 in the way that I intended it, I believe that these kind of episodes are a good compromise. So they still require, let's say, the effort from my side. You will still be able to, let's say, get your daily dose of Shower Podcast, and overall leaving you with a hint. And finally, it also leaves space for the more structured episodes that, let's say, you have seen on the channel. That will still be there, but let's say going forward, I don't want to leave myself with, let's say, no opportunity of actually enjoying also a more free day. I believe that it worked very well to have an episode like I think it was 200. Let me check live with you since we have this new format. So it was episode 197 where I just said, you do you. Today I don't want to do anything, and that is just fine. And even though I enjoyed it a lot and it really encapsulated the spirit of the Shower Podcast again, I don't want it to be something that it's ever present. It's not fair for you. It is not fair for me. This is meant as a real challenge, but also it needs to provide some content in any way, shape, or form that, let's say, I can provide to you. So, wrapping up today's episode and leaving you with the insight that I had for you today, I didn't forget about that. I would like you to try and focus to finding this new face in your everyday life. We all rely on a certain persona when we are going with our regular days. This persona, as I mentioned many times, can align very well with yourself, but can also be very far from what you feel like it's your essence as a person. Well, I would like to talk today specific to the ones that are a bit like myself and find themselves being quite aligned with their person and don't feel like requiring a new face in their everyday lives. I would like to push you to try and do that, mostly to understand what else you could do. Because these kind of experiments and these moments in which you utilize this new face might just be what you needed and what you were missing in your, let's say, regular day-to-day activities and overall practices, the way that you put yourself out there in the world. There is always something that can be improved, and if not directly improved, that can be explored. So go out there, and specifically nowadays in the age of internet, it is as easy as creating a secondary profile, trying to join a blog, trying to join a group. See it as an incognito mission where you get to act as somebody else just for a day, and you can bring the results home, where you're trying to be funnier, where you're trying to be more aggressive, where you're trying to be more understanding of something that you didn't know of. It can be whatever you need, and it can be in whatever amount you might want to do that. But overall, try to use this new face. And for me today is this kind of podcast, where I am just rambling a bit. But overall, I'm trying to utilize this space to prepare for something later on. So, having said that, that was all for today. Thank you very much for listening. I'm actually very curious also of the quality. It should be much clearer because, let's say, the microphone is not constantly moving as it was during our regular episode, even though it's the same. It should be a bit more relaxing to listen to. Overall, as I said, if you ended up liking this episode, leaving a like and subscribing really, really mean a lot. And until the next one, stay consistent, stay resilient. This was the Shower Podcast, and see you tomorrow.